بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه وسلم. I did it for the sake of Allah. I ask you for the sake of Allah to help me. Please forgive me for the sake of Allah. What does doing something for the sake of Allah really means? Let's find out. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in a long listed verses of the Quran, He keeps saying, وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ. That is, they are not commanded, i.e., we human beings are not commanded unless to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with ikhlas. And the word ikhlas means for the sake of Allah. And there are so many verses in this content, like قُلْ إِنِّي أُمِرْتُ أَنْ أَعْبُدَ اللَّهَ مُخْلِصًا لَهُ الدِّينَ. I am commanded to worship Allah with ikhlas. So doing something for the sake of Allah will mean to remind yourself, someone to remind him or herself of the promised rewards in a particular act of ibadah, act of worship. For instance, if you want to do charity, sadaqah, you have to remind yourself of the promised reward of sadaqah in the verses of the Quran and the authentic Sunnah hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the reward should motivate you. That promised reward should push you to do the charity. If you want to do good to your spouse, make her happy or make him happy, remind yourself of the promised reward of doing that before attempting to do it. And the reward should motivate and push you to do good to your spouse. Some verses like وَعَاشِرُوهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ should be your motivation. Some hadith like خَيْرُكُمْ خَيْرُكُمْ لِأَهْلِهِ وَأَنَا خَيْرُكُمْ لِأَهْلِي should be your motivation. This and any other aspects of your life should be based on something like this. Doing anything with any other intention other than this is risky, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may not accept it, which is very dangerous. You lose your life, you lose your time, and you lose everything because you did not do it for the sake of Allah. So someone asks you for a donation and you wanted to donate, but you just wanted to do it because it makes you feel good. This is not for the sake of Allah. For the sake of Allah means to do it while looking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward you. And if you are then confronted or being asked, why did you do so? You confidently say, I did it for the sake of Allah. هذا ما عندي والعلم عند الله. Allah knows best. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.